Hi and welcome. This is Damon Bruce, and you're watching 2K Sports. Friday night in the NBA. It'll be the Los Angeles Clippers facing off against the Sacramento Kings. And that's it for us in the studio to call all the action.
When it comes to taking charges, and he'll put his body on the line, get himself in good position, and he'll get his team an extra possession or two every game.
And he also loves to jump into the passing lanes and pick you off. He likes to shoot the gap. It backfires on occasion, but like a great base runner, he seems to pick his spots pretty well.
Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Golden State Warriors, and they put it all. Rubio against Paul. Here's Pekovic, and he converts the layup.
You know, it's always nice to get the easy games to the playoffs, and it's one reason why the Kings ended up just above the Suns in the division. Hard to make a lot of headway when you're the fourth best team in your state.
Gav, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
In the division, of course, Phoenix really struggled last year, and that was part of it. The Lakers had a down season as well, but you know, all in all, I think
here's Rubio after the made shot from Barnes. Here's McLemore, and he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you what, the defenders
have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Paul goes in, gets it to go.
In the West, put a little fear in the rest of the conference, and gave LA a swagger that I thought helped them get through the rest of the season. He's a guy who takes charges. He just has such a good feel for the game, a good basketball IQ.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Matt Barnes. And Paul, now let's find out what head coach Mike Malone had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He knows that the challenge for his team in this game will be to slow down Blake. They plan to limit his ability to get any space around the basket and hopefully cut down those powerful drives toward the rim.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack. And like you said, Steve, I mean, his field goal percentage was extremely high. And that's a credit to him and his teammates. They got him the ball in good scoring positions, and he took care of the rest.
As Steve was saying, Clark, you know, they're in the same conference. There's going to be a lot of familiarity there. And who knows, after that, they may see each other in the playoffs, too, if all goes right for them.
Well, that's certainly a possibility, Kevin.
Took advantage of.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
And the basket by Rubio. 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McLemore with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
With Chris Paul last season with Golden State, but Malone very well regarded in NBA coaching circles.
The shot's good from Paul. He's got 8. The dish to Doug. Back to Paul. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Pass and ignites the fast break.
Barnes lays it up and banks it in. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Green. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. And the Kings lead by 2. Pushes it to Muhammad. Feeds to Fredette. Snatched away. And finished off by Collison.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in.
Want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
The drive by Green. That's good.
What a start to this game.
Barnes. The pass to Bullock. The tray. Second chance shot. Shot's good by Mullins. Dishes it to Mba Amuta. And here's Fredette from beyond the arc. And that one's good. this closely contested first quarter of play. Numbers here, the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going.
I'm hitting my prime. Guys, he's been playing some of his best basketball over the last few seasons.
He always wants to take the big shots, Doris. It's just who he is.
Last season, the Clips were going to run away with the Pacific, and what a long time coming for Clipper fans.
Malik Waynes, he checks in for the Clippers.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And Muhammad gets it to go. Now here's Green. Rejected by Mullins. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Pretty well-rounded game.
Yeah, at 6'11", he can play either the power forward or the center spot. But I think he's best suited in the power forward role where his length really allows him to take advantage down on the block.
Back to Green. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
Porter. The three from Dudley. Here's Griffin. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So
As they can.
Rubio dishes to Turioff. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Steve campaigning with the league's owners to keep the team in Northern California.
I think it surprised everyone. Kevin, Seattle made such a strong bid. I think most people felt the team would end up in Seattle, but Johnson did his job. Sacramento stepped up.
Matters a lot when you really, truly care about somebody. You'll dive on the floor for them. You'll run through that screen for them. You really genuinely care how they feel. It just means a little bit more. That was certainly evident in how they played last year, as well as how...
Would hope to be more than just a dunk.
Boy, he's a rebounder and an underrated passer for a big man.
And just like that, we're out of the postseason.
Yeah, injuries played a part. Blake Griffin sprained his ankle, but I think the Clippers were exposed a little bit too. They're limited offensively on the front line, maybe not quite enough shooting, but that's why they made the moves in the offseason. And they're looking to pick up and make some improvement in that regard.
Shots good from Young. Pass to Mbamuta. Griffin with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. That's good.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with
especially with that tremendous offer that the Seattle group put forward. And now the new CBA, it's made it much more favorable for the owners. I think in the next few years, we will see at least
free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Young outside. Three-pointer. And we're through two here and a good one. Kings lead by 3. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
The weekend is finally upon us, and on this Friday night, it's time for the halftime show. Out in Sacramento, the Kings have the lead against the Clippers. We've seen them getting to the foul line, taking advantage of what the other team's giving them. A good start for Ricky Rubio. He's got 5 points so far. He's done a great job playing lockdown D. And battling nonstop, the Los Angeles Clippers. They've been very focused on the defensive end, generating steals, showing a high-level activity and aggression defensively. Chris Paul in the first half, amazing. He's got 14 points and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. A few tight games around the NBA. Let's check them out.
First half so far. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Yeah, what a remarkable half, the way he attacked the rim and scored in the paint. Defenders, they were trying to slow him down any way possible, but he still got through.
Easier said than done when he's the penetrator. His speed and agility make him extremely hard to defend.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Blake, your last shot. Crawford defended by McLemore. Crawford drives in. Fades back. That drops.
If there is, he's the master artist.
6 on the shot clock. Aldridge backing in. Drills the baseline jumper.
That's how Jamal Crawford got a lot of those 4-point plays early in his career, but there's a reason that he's able to convert those, and it's because he can create his own shot off the dribble from the 3-point line. And so a lot of times defenders are lunging at him because they've
An explanation. And Sacramento has possession after the Clippers pick up 2.
Sacramento really had a lot of problems finding consistency game to game, and it showed up when they would have to take on other teams in the West. Just didn't look quite as cohesive.
those 14 wins, 7 came against the Pacific. So that's kind of interesting when you look at the disparity between their wins.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing
Clark.
Now here's Paul. 19 points in the game. Crawford's shot is good.
Well, there's plenty to like about him as a player, but you know, one thing that really stands out is the quick trigger. He can catch the ball in space, defenders all over him, but you know, in an instant, lets that shot go, and he is accurate.
Steve, the other thing is
Griffin a screen on Rubio. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it. Back to Jordan. Got a piece of it. And the Kings pushing it up now. And Rubio kicks to Young.
Heads-up play on both ends there. Transition basketball, the steal and the quick push.
Steve, that's how it should be played. I mean,
Defended by Reddick. And Young, and here we go. Here's Aldridge. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch.
For 8 of their last 10 points.
time to man up on D and stop these free runs to the rim.
Mullins. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
Point shot, and he wasn't shy at all about trying it out. I mean, it was still a work in progress, and right now,
And to go back to Mullins, not the best percentage from outside, but he is a spotted big man.
Well, he can get his three-point
Firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger. They don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Pass to Barnes. Dishes to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And that one's good. Rubio dishes to Pekovic. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. Collison. Outside, Green. He passes to Crawford. Oh, that's blocked. Good if it goes. No good on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the third quarter. Clippers trail by 4. Ricky Rubio is out there with McLemore. Then there's Gerald Green. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Pekovic in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's Barnes. Green. Guarded by Green. Shot clock at 5. Barnes dishes to Green. 16 feet away. Gets it to go. Different head coaches. Steve, that's incredible. You think that lack of continuity can hold a player back and chip away at his game?
Well, it doesn't help, that's for sure.
And blocked. Second, he really does have the skill set of a power forward Clark and the body of a center.
Yeah, you know, that versatility is really impressive when you think about a big back him down and work him over inside.
Here's Rubio following the basket by Chris Paul. Aldridge backing in. And he uses the glass on the layup. Aldridge is
in the building. This has been a fun one.
Now here's Griffin. And it's blocked by Pekovic. By Reddick. Clippers trail by 6. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
I'm in those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Now here's Green. Up and in on the layup. And another shot.
Just a spot-up shooter. He's a team defender. He can move without the ball, but he can put the ball on the floor and get to the rim and finish.
The feed to Muhammad. And that one's good.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
Fredette, he's covered by Collison. Just 5 on the clock. Fredette kicks to Muhammad. And the Kings check on 2 more. McRoberts on him. From 7. Goes back up. And Paul lays it in. Paul's got 18 points. Pass to Turioff. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. Outside, Green. Pass to Plumlee. Tries again. And the layup is good.
Boy, they are.
Collison kicks to Griffin. And it's blocked by McLemore. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much. As the officials will send him to the line. And he'll shoot some free throws. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. He'll come the other way. Collison dishes to Crawford. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
We've seen a no free throw.
Now Griffin inside. And Aldridge with the block. And now we've got the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up missing both free throws. This is a huge possession.
You've got to execute under pressure. We're going to see what they're made of. Free right now, don't you, Clark?
Yeah, I don't think they have any choice but to go for the 3, Steve.
Collison kicks to Crawford. Sinks it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. A big bucket there to quiet this crowd, Clark.
You know, that's exactly what you got to do. Take them out of the equation. Make those fans be quiet.
Yep, and that's exactly what he did.
And the Clippers making a change here. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Urgent possession here, Clark. They need a basket.
No doubt about it, Steve. They need quick, efficient scoring.
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
And here we go now with Ricky Rubio. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And it just feels like those are the free throws that probably put this game out of reach.
Crawford outside. The shot is off. Here's Pekovic. Oh, no good. So it's the Kings taking the win in this one. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ricky Rubio.